Welcome to Dark Reviews, a podcast that dives into the darkest corners of humankind, where fear, crime, and obsession meet. I'm Shreya.
And I am Piyanshu. Today we are stepping into the terror-filled summer of 1985, where Los Angeles couldn't sleep because Night Stalker was out there.
Starting with June 1981, a 79-year-old औरत named Jenny Winkau, she was found murdered in her Los Angeles apartment. Her throat was slashed deeply. And as a murderer, he left no clue behind, except the trace of fear in everyone's heart. There were headlines which showed no suspect. The city moved on, सब Jenny को भूल गए, and justice walked away.
लेकिन the killer didn't. He just started.
By March 1985, night after night, someone was breaking into homes. No specific target, let it be men, women, or children. It didn't matter. He came in through windows or doors, stabbed, shot, and brutalized his victim. Panic spread like wildfire in Los Angeles. दुकानों में locks, window bars, and guns खत्म हो रहे थे.
The man behind the terror was 25 years old, Richard Ramirez. Born in El Paso, Texas in 1960. His father started abusing him and he developed brain damaging and he started taking drugs. He began developing interest in the macabre in his early and mid-teens with his older cousin, a Vietnam-born veteran with schizophrenia and PTSD, who extensively bragged about the war crimes he has committed and the one who killed his wife in front of Ramirez when Ramirez was 15. Ramirez learned his military skills from him, which he later employed during his killing spree.
As a child, उसके लिए इतना stress, anxiety और depression तय करना would have been so difficult. पर उसकी ये condition के लिए उसके father and cousin दोनों responsible थे. But cousin did more harm. अपने violent father से दूर रहने के लिए he went to his cousin. पर हुआ क्या? मतलब अगर देखा जाए तो एक 10 साल का बच्चा एक ऐसे इंसान के साथ रह रहा था जिस स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया.
Schizophrenia एक ऐसी कंडीशन है जिसमें hallucination, inorganized thinking, bipolar disorder जैसे symptoms दिखते हैं. And the worst part is उसने killing techniques अपने cousin से सीखी थी.
And then cultivated a strong interest in Satanism. Then he drifted to California, living on streets, breaking into homes, stealing, until killing became a part of his ritual. Between March and August 1985, the Night Stalker's crimes escalated. He started killing more than dozens of people, murdering 13 and assaulting many others.
Cruelty and treachery surpassed all understanding. वैसे देखा जाए तो सैटनिज्म का मतलब हर टाइम पूरा होना ही नहीं होता है, बल्कि कई लोगों के लिए यही सेल्फ पावर, फ्रीडम और क्वेश्चनिंग ट्रेडिशन का ही सिंबल है. बट इस केस में पूरा सिनेरियो ही उल्टा है.
हर बुरे काम का अंजाम बुरा ही होता है. फाइनली डिटेक्टिव्स फ्रैंक सैलर्नो एंड गिल इन्होंने एक टास्क फोर्स लीड की टू हंट हिम एंड इन्हें एक क्लू मिला, एक क्रूशियल क्लू, जो कि था एक एविया स्नीकर का फुटप्रिंट साइज 11.5. ये एक सिंगल फुटप्रिंट जिसने मल्टीपल मर्डर सीन्स को लिंक किया एंड सून फिंगरप्रिंट्स भी मैच हुए. अगस्त 1985. फाइनली रमीरेज ने एक गलती की. After murdering a couple, he left his fingerprints on the car's rearview mirror. The fingerprints matched to records of Ramirez, a drifter already known to police. When his photo was released, everyone recognized the face of the serial. 2 days later, in East Los Angeles, a group of civilians spotted him while stealing a car. They beat him and held him until the police arrived. Finally, the reign of terror was over. Ramirez showed no remorse while trials. He hissed at reporters, flashed pentagrams, and shouted, "Hail Satan!"
कोई इंसान कितना insensitive हो सकता है? After being caught, guilty का एक भी निशान ना हो. Hail Satan, seriously. Richard died of complications secondary to B-cell lymphoma in Marine General Hospital at Green Bay, California, on 7 June 2013 at the age of 53. He was also affected by the chronic substances abused by the chronic hepatitis C viral infection. His body was not clean, so he had cremated.
To this day, the story of Richard Ramirez remains one of the most chilling examples of pure senseless evil of Los Angeles. The Night Stalker wasn't just one man's nightmare, but he was collective fear of Los Angeles.
Monsters don't always hide in the dark. Sometimes they walk around.